The purpose of this video is to identify the number one reason why not to get a nose ring or a nose through the center of the septum, or it could even apply to another piercing on the nose as well. The number one reason, and this is for people who haven't made the decision. This is for people who might want to hear a counter argument, who might be open to a counter argument for the number one reason why they should not get a nose ring. The number one reason, the number one argument why not to do it lies in value. So whenever you do something to yourself, you have to ask the question, does this increase my value or decrease my value? So this could be up to interpretation. The person may think this increases their value. To get a piercing through the nose increases their value. But the counter argument to that would be that it could actually decrease one's own value. And so when doing something like this, you have to really play the long game and not just think in the short term, but think in the long term. So when you're doing something that's going to cause a permanent effect to your body, in this case, a hole through the septum that is irreversible, or you'll never be the same after you do it. And so even if you want to take it out, it may have lingering effects like infection and other things like that. So you have to think, if you're a woman, you would have to think, maybe, is this going to increase my value for a potential husband down the line? Or is this going to decrease my value? Now, a lot of that depends on who you're going to ultimately marry. But what I would say is that in the eyes of your potential husband, he may actually see that as a downgrade. So you may be eliminated from a certain type of person that you may want to get married to down the road, who may perceive the person with a nose ring is essentially like damaged goods, or they've decreased their value such that the person wouldn't even consider them for marriage later on. So a lot of times people may do this because they want to maybe perhaps increase their value, their perceived value. And that may actually occur, but it may occur in a kind of a short-term thing. So basically, if someone does it, then they may get noticed. They may get a lot of attention like right after they do it. But after, months and years pass, it's going to just turn into something that, you may have to continue to do things to get more attention. And so it just may kind of be a slippery slope. But I would say the more conservative option would be just, when in doubt, don't do it, and preserve your value, and think about your long-term strategy for your life and the type of person you want to marry, and only do things that will increase your value and not decrease your value. Okay, I hope that gives you something to consider when evaluating this choice. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.